living large and taking charge, big boys.
Listen up, it's Dani and Tay, and we are heard.
Lori Harvey, wow. What a woman. What a phenomenal woman. You are the Thanos of dating. We have watched you collect your stones one by one. Michael B. Jordan, bitch, you officially have every Infinity Stone. I'm in awe of you. You are amazing. Lori, we need you to teach a class. We need your guidance. We need you to steer the sisterhood. Drop the link, drop the link, drop the link, ASAP.
Hey y'all, welcome back to episode 83 of Heard the Podcast. This is Dani.
And it's Tay.
And you can follow us at Heard the Podcast. It's HERD the Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, HER''D, the podcast on YouTube. And then also you can listen to us on all podcast streaming platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that stuff. Anywho, all right, well, let's get into the stuff. So just a couple of things, because it's really been, I'm not sure, did we record when that whole shit happened in DC at the Capitol?
I think we recorded like right before.
Okay, I don't really want to go too much into it because I'm just like over it. Like I'm just so over the bullshit. Like it's just,
I don't really want to give it any energy.
It's just
too much of it.
Anywho, yeah. So just a couple of quick random things before I get into the actual topics of the program. So congrats to Kamaiyah Harris. She graced the cover of Vogue magazine. I love her photographs. But I did see today it was some controversy about it where like they think that the photographer like lightened up her skin even more. So I don't know, but whatever. Like, but congrats to her. I loved seeing the first Black vice president on the cover of Vogue. So that was great. And then also, so how many Busted Challenge videos have you seen so far?
Too many to fucking count. Too many.
Yeah, it's cute. I think I might do my own.
I thought about it. I think it's cute.
I might do. I don't know. If I had time, because the thing is, like, if I do a challenge, I want to make sure it's the right way. Because I hate seeing lazy ass like. No, I want. If I'm
gonna do it, I want to do it.
Yeah, do it. Like I hate seeing lazy ass challenges and the shit.
Because why did you do it?
Yeah,
if you're not going, if you're gonna half-ass it.
But I mean, this is Erica Banks' first little viral TikTok moment, so it's only up from here.
Yeah,
we're gonna see how far it's gonna
go.
For
her. She's got.
I'm glad. I'm happy for her. Like I think she's talented. Like I said, I think she's really talented. I just hope this whole Meg Thee Stallion comparison beef thing fizzles out because it's kind of late at this point. And then one more quick thing. So, girl, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey made an Instagram official.
Yeah, I know. He got me fucked up.
So, I mean, the thing is, I'm happy. Oh, girl, you know I love me some Michael B. Jordan.
He got me fucked up.
Taria, she sent me when they first posted it, she sent me the picture of the post or whatever, and she was pissed because, that's her man, too. But, honestly, like, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not mad at the Lori Harvey shit, honestly. I'm not mad at it at all, and I'm not mad that she's with Michael B. Jordan.
I'm not mad at her for doing her thing.
This is the first nigga that I've seen her with that's actually, like, that I feel like is respectable, if that makes sense. No shade to the other dudes, but, like, I just feel like, I mean, aside from Diddy, because he's Diddy, of course, but, like, people in our age range, I just feel like he's, like, one of the guys that's, like, it seems more respectable or just more sophisticated, I guess.
I agree.
If that everybody makes sense, no
is like everybody that a lot of people that she's been with has been known as like a hoe or this or that. But so many
something messy
scandals and
messiness.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan do his fucking job.
The only thing we make fun of him about is him not dating black girls, but here we go with a black girl, so we shut him down with that one. But I mean, so it was a lot of funny. So because the thing is, like, every time we see Lori Harvey with a new nigga, it's always like it always sparks conversation and stuff. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I saw was someone said, okay, so do y'all want? They said, do y'all want Ciara's prayer or Lori Harvey's prayer or whatever? Or Lori, like, do y'all want Ciara's prayer or Lori Harvey's finesse? That was the question and stuff. And people were we're trying to like go off of that, and like, you know, people criticize Lori Harvey, and honestly, like the things I see mixed reviews when it comes to her.
I'm not gonna criticize her,
but for me, like honestly, let me see how old she is, because she gotta be like 24, 25. Let me see.
I'm not gonna criticize her because do your thing, baby.
Do your thing. Even when she was with Future, I was like, this is temporary, but go ahead, do your thing. Let him take you on them vacations. Go ahead, post up with Jordan Woods and Normani and all them.
If it's gonna be on somebody else,
she's 24 years old.
Living her best
Lori
life.
Harvey's 24 years old. Yeah,
living her best
so
life.
live your best life. Period. But
I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at Michael B. fucking Jordan. You got me fucked up.
I'm not mad at it. Like, go ahead, do your thing.
You're handsome, though. I'm
I don't like, because the thing is, like, I'm not, so when did her and Future break up? Because the only thing it's a couple things that fascinate me, but like it's like the rebound time that happens in the layover and shit. Do you be a nigga on standby, or like do you be texting a nigga right before you break up with Future? Like what? Because the thing is, didn't she break up? Because didn't she just go on her birthday trip last year? Or was that last year?
It was last year.
It was 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I swear it was.
Maybe it was late 2019. Maybe it was. No, it was 2020. It was last year. It had to be last year. Yeah.
And it was real cute on vacation in Jamaica.
Were we in the pandemic when they was posted up on Instagram? Normani and all them.
Let's see when her birthday was.
Her birthday, you can Google it, but it's not saying the actual birth month. It just says her birth year. I don't know why, but let me see. I'm gonna Google Lori Harvey and Normani, and it should show you like some pictures and the timestamp on the picture, because I just want to know, because sis, the fallback game, the rebound game you got is immaculate.
Vicious.
It's immaculate. It could have been during the panorama. Oh shit! It was January 2020. It showed. So
it was so it was like right before.
Mm-hmm.
Right before.
Yeah, so she bought 25 by that. 23rd birthday. No, so it was last year's 23rd birthday. So it was. Yeah, she must have just turned 24 this year. Yeah, I don't know, but it was recent. It was recent, but. Do your thing. Like, honestly, I'm not mad at her at all. I don't look at her as a hoe. Nope. And the thing is, what's so weird to me is that this is the thing. This is what I feel like. I feel like people are so fascinated by Lori Harvey because, of course, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, but like we don't really. She has like this mystery about her. We don't really know what she does. Like, what does she really do?
No, she's more because we look. I think she's more of we look at her more as a socialite.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on her page, you'll see she promotes like certain brands that pay her, obviously. But like, really, like, what other than that, like, what we don't really know what she does.
So it is.
And I just heard her talk like 2 months ago. I never heard her voice before 2 months ago. You know, she has she's gorgeous and she has like a mystery about her. If that makes sense, that's why what's so fascinating about her when it comes to other people.
Even with like Rihanna, for instance, like I mean, we know Rihanna does. But even Rihanna has like a mystery about her, and like people, because I've heard like older people say like, oh, Rihanna, she didn't been around, she didn't dated, she a hoe. I heard older people, you know how older people can be. So I heard older people say that shit, and I'm like, she's not really a hoe.
She's mysterious. Rihanna's mysterious now, but before she was. Oh no, Rihanna was out there, and I'm talking about out there as in like being like outspoken. Like way back on Twitter, her early Twitter days, Rihanna was out there tweeting up a storm, beefing with Sierra, beefing with so and so. She would tweet all
remember them days.
You don't remember that? Oh, girl, when Twitter was. I don't remember them days. Oh yeah, like she used to like. Yeah, so Rihanna used to be out there with the tweets and the. So she's
chilling now.
Yeah, she's chilling now. Yeah, girl, you don't remember them tweets? When she was beefing with Karuchi and beefing with Sierra and beefing with. You don't remember that? Remember when she put earrings on her rice cake pack? Remember? With a pack of rice cakes, she put some hoop earrings on it.
No.
You remember that shit?
No.
Oh girl. Oh yeah, you missed that. Oh yeah. So Rihanna used to be wildin'. She beefed with Tiana Taylor at one point. Remember that? And she was beefing with Tiana Taylor, and she posted her net worth and Tiana Taylor's net worth.
I do remember that.
And then Tiana Taylor posted a picture of. Look at me bringing up old shit. My bad, y'all. But. Remember when Tiana Taylor posted a picture of Rihanna's like cutout face after she was when she got beaten from Chris Brown, and that's what made Tiana Taylor lose that damn Adidas sponsorship that she had at one point.
Yes,
they was beefing and shit. Yeah. So yeah, I
remember
Rihanna used to be out there with the tweets and the outspoken and all that shit. So, but she calmed down now. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
at her age now, she probably like, I don't even have time for that shit.
And honestly, I wasn't even mad at that because Rihanna, because the thing is like. you know, that's why the A$AP Rocky thing didn't surprise me, because I knew they were already friends, and I knew they probably already messed around anyway. But the thing is, like, yeah, Rihanna dated a lot. Chris Brown, Drake, A$AP Rocky. It was some rumors about Ashton Kutcher at one point. Not Jake Gyllenhaal, my bad. The other white nigga, the Leo DiCaprio. Yeah, he threw a whole party for her one time. So like, you know, they. Like this whole Hollywood, they date secretly. You never know who dated who. But that Hollywood shit,
everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, so like all of them fucking each other, all of them doing shit, we just don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my whole thing with Lori Harvey is that like she's a 24, 25-year-old girl. Like the thing is, like, people in real life, I know girls in real life that fuck 10 niggas a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's normal. She's just in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Another thing too about Lori Harvey is that, like, all the niggas that you see her with are her boyfriends or someone that she's talking to, like, exclusively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, she, at the end of the day, she's only talking to this nigga. It's not like she's just fucking all these niggas. He
just happens to be Diddy. Happens to be his son.
Okay.
That was the only messy thing about it. Like,
no, yeah, that don't do that.
That was the only messy thing about it.
But other than that, not her fault that she a bad bitch and niggas want her. Like, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not her fault. She's beautiful.
Girl, I've seen some hoes in college. Under 24.
I seen some in middle school, high school. So before college days, I seen I remember girls in middle school fucking sucking, doing everything. Yeah. So y'all worry about a grown ass woman,
right?
Come on now.
Yeah, so that's my only thing about it. I'm like, girl, sis, go ahead, do your thing. But this one here, I really do feel like this is kind of like. This is different. I don't know neither one of these niggas. I just know Michael B. Jordan. I just know his movies. I just know his movies and his interviews. That's it.
But Michael B. Jordan's a different type of nigga.
It's something about he's like a certain caliber of nigga. I just feel like this is like the one that's like he's fiance material.
Because it's not only are you handsome, but you a different breed.
Like, he a different breed. Like I definitely feel it's gonna be like a proposal situation. It's gonna be a proposal situation the next like 2-3 years.
I think this one might last.
Yeah, this is giving. You know, this is giving husband. It's giving husband. What you think?
I just think he that type of nigga.
It's giving fiance.
He's that type of nigga.
It's giving fiance. It's giving.
I would not be surprised. I'll be very happy. Even though he still got me fucked up, but I'm happy for y'all.
They probably have like in depth, like intellectual conversations and all types.
That's probably like how it all started.
It's cute. It's really cute. He probably sent her a DM as soon as they found out that she broke up with Future. Shit. It's a panorama, so what the fuck you doing?
It's nothing else to do.
Yeah, like you
ain't shit else to do, okay?
Shit. Anywho, so on to the topics. So right when we left last episode, the news about Kim and Kanye's divorce came out. I really don't want to divulge too much into this because I'm like over it. But I thought it was pretty funny how like some random TikToker made this random rumor about Kanye fucking Jeffree Star.
Yes.
That was yeah.
What was your like of all the people?
And it's so funny because these little TikTokers, it's this damn TikTok app. I can't. Lord, and the thing is like the girl was like, I guess it's some girl that like licks toilet seats or some shit like that. It's like some TikTok girl that's known for licking toilet seats or some shit.
You nasty bitch. I know she white.
Of
I'm not
course.
really mean.
So
but we would never do that. Sorry, black people don't do that. Like I would never.
So I'm not gonna get into all that. I just thought it was funny how like Jeffree Star out of all people,
you licking toilet seats, bitch.
All people to throw like a gay rumor on.
You nasty
Jeffree
bitch.
Star.
You licking toilet seats. You're a nasty bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm not talking about that too much. But anywho, so that's there. I'm not getting into that.
On.
But okay, so the Saweetie and Doja Cat. What?
Why are you licking toilet? I'm sorry, I just can't get over that.
Girl, they all did these TikTokers
do anything for clout. Like why?
The thing is, like she's the one that started the rumor about Kanye fucking Jeffree Star, and it was like a fake news reporter. Like the way she was like saying, yeah, it's known around Calabasas that I'm like, bitch, are you on CNN? Like, bitch,
I didn't know. I saw. I know who the girl. Like I saw the girl, but I didn't know that she licked toilet seats.
Oh, you saw the girl?
Like, well. The little impressive video. That's a great. Yeah, I just saw that. I don't like know.
Yeah, because
I never heard of her before that.
It's something going around called the coronavirus challenge where they do nasty shit. So I guess the bitch looked toilet seat. I don't fucking know. So anywho, so Saweetie and Doja Cat finally dropped the video for their collaboration Best Friend.
Yeah.
So I definitely saw this coming because of course the song leaked.
Yeah.
And I think, but I thought it was like pretty early for her to release another single after she released Back to the Streets, because Back to the Streets came out like literally a month ago.
It's still fairly new.
But I guess because it leaked already, that she just like, fuck it, let me just release it. So yeah, so you know, the song is cute. The video was real cute.
I love
it. It's really, you know, I love the concept. I love the budget. I love the quality. I love all of those things. So first off, the song is cute. I was watching a lot of reviews on it. One of the reviews I watched was Zach Campbell, and he said that, you know, he said that the song is cute, but he, you know, he doesn't want her to be like the cute girl making cute songs all the time. And I definitely agree with that. Like,
I know, yeah. I
agree.
Like,
these last couple songs, like Tap In and Back to the Streets, and
they've been cute.
They're really cute. They're cute songs, but it's like, I want to see like more.
I want her to go
depth,
in,
like more depth.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like really excited for this album. I really want to see what this album is giving. Cause yeah, like this is cute. So, you know, cause it's like, I don't know. I guess because like, you know, you just hope for the best when it comes to certain artists. Like, you want certain things out of a certain artist that you admire or like that you enjoy, that you just really want to root for. So I definitely feel like, you know, like along with Normani, I feel like Saweetie is one of the people that, you know, I like a lot, and I see a lot of potential in, and I really want to enjoy her music, and I really want her to give me depth, because it's like, I don't want these cutesy, I like these cutesy songs. You know what I'm saying?
Give me something more. Give me something more.
Yeah, but so yeah, the song's cute, but then Doja Cat. I feel like Doja Cat really like carried the song. I think she carried the song.
I do agree.
See, I disagree when they said that about Janae Aiko for Back to the Streets. I disagree with that, because it was like she came in at the end, so I didn't agree with that claim for that last song. But for this song, I do. People said it, and I agreed.
Because when I think Doja's, I think her voice goes well with the song.
Yes.
I think that it was like,
she's very talented.
I love the video in general, but it's like when, if I say I was looking down for a minute and then Doja started, all of a sudden I would look up and like, oh, okay. And then like be more into it than I
even the song is just, even without the video, you hear the song, Doja Cat like
that's what I'm saying, just hearing her, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, she did. I think her voice, she
like she's very well rounded. Her voice is so flexible to me. I just feel like
she's versatile. She can do like whatever genre she wants, really.
Doja made the song, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, she did. She made the song, for sure. But yeah, Saweetie did good too. But I'm saying, like, I think that Doja owned that shit.
Yeah, Doja I like to see. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it is what it is. She did.
Okay, so another thing too is what I've noticed the last few times Saweetie has dropped. Well, actually, every time Saweetie drops a single, it's always some shit. It's always some like viral like controversy. Have you noticed?
No, I didn't. Actually.
Like when it comes to like My Type and Tap In, people mad that she's using a sample.
Well, yeah.
With Back to the Streets,
somebody got something to say about it,
right? With Back to the Streets. Oh, I think no. Back to the Streets wasn't.
I haven't heard anything negative today.
Okay. So it wasn't okay, but it trended because it was a new song from her. But for this one, like, you know, it's controversy. So it's this. Okay, so it's these two girls. It's like a sister duo. Their name is Ceraadi or Ceraadi or whatever. And I see them often on my Explore page. I don't really.
I've never heard them until now.
Okay, yeah. So I see them often on my Explore page. Actually, they're like a sister duo. I think they rap or sing or whatever. I don't know, but they go viral a lot for like their dancing and stuff. They dance too. Okay. And so they also have a song called BFF. And that song and video came out September last year, so a few months ago. And so they claim that Saweetie ripped off their song and video. So they posted on they made a whole Instagram post comparing they compared one particular scene from the video. So in the video they both have like driving car shots.
Yes.
And my whole thing is like, sis, this was
but people do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
People do that all the time.
I'm like, what, sis? What?
Niggas do that shit every day, B.
It was them driving in the car. Then it was them, you know, outside the car dancing and stuff. But I'm like, everyone, even in rap videos and all types of R&B videos, they do this shit. Like, everyone has a car, like a driving shot in their videos.
Niggas driving videos every day, B.
Yeah. So people, you know, commented on it. Saweetie's auntie went in the comments. The hairstylist went in the comments, and the stylist, because, you know, of course, like, you're not only offending Saweetie, you're offending her team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the stylist Brian Javar was like, y'all been stretching because this reach is crucial. Jay Stay Ready, the hairstylist, he was like, I hope y'all make it to the mainland of China with this reach. The auntie was like, I ain't even know who y'all was. Saweetie was like, OMG, we'll totally add you in the creds, my idols.
They reaching.
But also the group Ceraadi, they did little screenshots of like the car scene, and then also the thing is like, sis, like for all this, like that's how you know that they didn't copy off you. You can only show a damn car scene. You didn't show any other scenes. No other scenes look like this. Like,
it was like a car scene, and then one point when they were saying like outside the car.
It's a song called "Best Friend," so you're gonna have a scene of you guys driving in the car listening to music. Like what the fuck, girl. Anywho, they also show like screenshots of people like texting them saying, because the song "Best Friend" leaked like a couple months ago.
Yeah, remember? I remember.
So I guess people from their side heard the leak and they were saying like, "Oh y'all, this sounds so familiar. This sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Like y'all song called "Best Friend" or whatever." And then whatever. So people on Twitter were saying the same thing too. Whatever. But anywho,
stop reaching.
My thing is like, okay, so if you listen really closely, I will say this: if you listen really closely, the two songs sound similar. Like Saweetie's sounds more sped up, and the Ceraadi theirs sounds slowed down. But it's still like it sounds similar. But then also like what's making it similar for real is the fact that it's both called Best Friend or BFF or whatever.
Right. And
my whole thing is like, this is not. I watched Impressive, and I did agree with her on this. She said that this whole best friend concept is not even a new concept.
That's my thing.
It's not.
That's my thing. Okay, it might sound a little similar. Okay, one is sped up, one is slowed down. You got to listen real hard. But if you got to listen that damn hard, like
it's not that serious.
Because them text messages look like, it's like an identical song,
they're totally
identical
video.
Songs. No, they make it seem like word for word, bar for bar, beat for beat, everything. Like,
and the
relax.
thing is, like, Ceraadi, their song came out a few months ago. So you think that Saweetie saw your song and video was like, all right, quick, let me hurry do this, quick. No, she didn't.
Like that.
She didn't do that. No.
But
they just wanted the attention.
I was gonna say Saweetie and Doja are, more out there than they are. So
more
it's like, okay, let's
and
get
this definitely brought views to the Ceraadi.
Yeah.
It made me go watch the video. I wanted to make sure what I was talking about before I got on the show.
They just probably wanted to be seen for a minute. I understand.
Yeah.
Like,
and then come to find out, their mom is like some Trump supporter or some shit.
Oh my, that's just.
Yeah, because their mom is white. They're mixed. Their mom is white or whatever. So come to find out, my friends showed me some screenshots of some bullshit. But yeah, like, well, Saweetie, I just want to see. I hope, hopefully, that this album is like really hitting, because I really want to like get more into the depth of the project. But yeah, I do think that this song is a cool song. I think if Outside was opened up, this would go off in the club.
Agreed.
This would go off at the parties and stuff. So that's why I don't really
want to crazy.
I don't really want to look too hard into this. But it's just another cute song from Saweetie to me.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm happy with it. I love like I said, I love that she's really growing into her stardom. I love the budget.
The fashion in the video.
The fashion's amazing.
My God. The fashion.
Her doing her little 1-2 bop in the video was real cute. Her picking Doja Cat as a collaboration was real cute because Doja slid. On Genius.com, you can actually see some of the songs that are going to be on the album, and I think that she has another collaboration with Doja Cat on the album. I think it's called Birthday or some shit like that. I don't know.
I'm into them doing more shit together.
Yeah. Into that. But the thing is, like,
but don't let Doja overshadow.
But you can help you because Doja gonna overshadow anybody.
Well, listen.
Okay, so that's that. But anywho, and also one more thing. I thought it was pretty funny. Not funny as in haha, but I thought it was kind of because I saw the comments. After Ceraadi, they posted that side by side shit. I saw the comment. I saw the Saweetie's auntie and all them commenting. But then I also saw Day Sulan. She put like little eyeballs in the comments, and she liked the pictures. So I don't know what's going on with that. But that leads me to my next topic. Is so Kamaiyah was just on the No Jumper podcast not too long ago, maybe last week sometime, and so she was talking about her latest project and all those things. I actually really enjoy Kamaiyah a lot. She's one of the Cali rappers that I really enjoy. She gives great interviews. I love listening to her talk. I love how intellectual she is. I love how wise she is. I think she's very mature.
I gotta listen to
I think that I think that she is very self-aware, and I really admire that about her. So I really enjoy her interviews a lot. So, she talked about a lot of things on the No Jumper podcast. So she talked about, one thing that she did say was that she talked about female rap, and she was saying how she thinks that people, want females to always get along, and like, they don't think that that it's cool when they beef and stuff. And, you know, she was saying, you know, that's fake. You know, we can't always get along. You know, we're not going to always like each other. Y'all want all of the girls to always kumbaya, but y'all don't do the same thing to men. And I thought that was interesting because, honestly, when girls get along, when the rap girls get along, like City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion and all them, when they all get along with each other, I think it's a breath of fresh air. Because I think I'm used to bitches beefing and shit.
Yeah, that's what goes on for the most part.
Yeah.
I would love y'all to get along and work together and give me, you know.
It was interesting that she said that. Because I'm like, because I think the opposite. I'm thinking, like, it's refreshing that they're getting along. Because usually, bitches...
Somebody's
bitches
always
can't stand.
beefing.
Yeah, because...
Somebody's always beefing.
Exactly, because, like, for a long time, it was only one girl. So, like, when it's one girl up, bitches get mad about it. So, I just thought that was interesting to me. What you think? Because the thing is, like, she was saying, like, you know, they don't really put pressure on the rap guys to get along. But the thing is, for me, I think a lot of the rap guys get along. They do.
They don't really have...
Yeah.
Like, it's a few sprinkle... It's a
like,
little
every
few.
once in a while, it's some little bullshit. But like, other than that...
Niggas, they really don't be beefing.
It be the same niggas on each other's songs all the time. You
That's
know,
what I'm saying.
Young Thug be on everybody's album all the time.
It's no pressure because they be getting along.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to say.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, but you know, girls can just be catty sometimes, and like girls sometimes, like niggas, a lot of times don't even got time for that bullshit. And girls, bitches be having time sometimes, and like, you know, I don't know. The bitches do. They just be, for the most part. It's like they're usually beefing, and niggas usually not.
Yeah.
Bitches beefing is like, oh, what's going on? But the girls beefing, that's like nothing new.
Yeah, that's what I said.
For years.
That's why I said. I was like, that was weird that she said that.
Yeah, I don't.
But no, I agree with the principle of what she was saying. She was saying, like, you know, you can't be. She said she's not fake. You don't be fake. Like, no, if you don't like somebody, you're not gonna like everybody.
Nah, don't be fake. But still, at the same time, I ain't gonna say a lot of things, but something like that recent shit with Megan and Asian the Bride and all that shit didn't have to happen. Like that's an unnecessary beef.
Yeah,
in my opinion. So it was like some shit, like, you know how you can just eliminate so many arguments and things if you just had did shit differently. Like, that's one of those situations.
Maybe she sees shit behind the scenes that we don't see.
Maybe, because I'm not there for it, so I can't say, like...
Because there could be a lot of shit behind the scenes that be happening that we don't really know about. We just be hearing, like, little rumblings here and there.
We ain't there. We're not there when it happens.
That's why I was like, why are they so long under these comments putting eyeballs and shit? Why she don't
like...
Because
what you know, sis?
What you know? You probably don't even like what's the name?
What you know that you're not saying?
She probably like... Because, you know, people already say that she look like Saweetie a little bit because they both Blasian and whatever, but...
Just because they Blasian... I don't
know. I wonder why you put them eyeballs, sis. But whatever. Anywho,
maybe
I like Day Solon though.
Maybe it'll come out. I remember when you first brought it up to me, we like watched some videos or something, and I did like her.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously I don't have no beef with her because I don't fucking know her, but
yeah,
I wish we could all just get along.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why is she saying this?
Some of this shit don't be worth the beef.
Like they already do get along. I don't get it, but
some of that shit don't be worth the beef.
So next on the no jumper tip, girl. So this OT Genasis interview thing. So okay, so no jumper. So Adam 22. No Jumper is his podcast, but sometimes he has like, sometimes he has like spin-off podcasts where he lets people have their own podcast under the No Jumper brand. I was like, what is because you know Joe Budden doing the same. He does the same thing with his shit. He has like it's this podcast with Olivia Dope and Bridget Kelly, and it's called See the Thing Is. That's under the Joe Budden, I guess, network or whatever. So No Jumper has his own network, I guess, and he has a podcast. So the podcast is called At the End of the Day, and it's hosted by these two, this girl and this guy. I'm so sorry, I don't know y'all names, and I didn't really look into see what your name was. So sorry, but anywho. So OT Genasis, he was one of the guests on one of the episodes, and so one of the clips went viral. Oh shit, my fucking piercing! I fucking flicked it. So So OT Genasis was one of the guests on this recent podcast of At the End of the Day, and he went viral. This clip of him went viral of him like arguing with the girl, saying I'm in the big league and I'm this, I'm rich, I'm really. Hold on, you know what? Let me see if I find the clip.
That shit, I was just like, why you?
I'm really rich. I'm in the big league.
Like, what was you drinking, sir?
Because like I guess the thing is that I really tried to go on Spotify and listen to the whole podcast.
You couldn't
but it was so unorganized. They were arguing the whole time. Like they were talking over each other the whole time. It was getting so irritating. I couldn't listen to the whole thing. I just couldn't do it. Let me see if I can find the clip. But I'm just like, what the fuck is just, and honestly, like, you know, when it comes to people in like a lot of these new podcasts, and honestly, I think that we fell victim to this as well at one point, is that like, when you have certain guests on podcast, you know, podcast is like a new thing. Everyone's getting one now, and everyone wants to be heard.
Yeah.
No pun intended. And everyone wants to be seen and things like that. But, you know, when people get on podcasts, they always want to be the one that outshines everyone. They always want to be the one that talks the loudest and talks the most and shit like that. So I really got that a lot when OT got on the show. He wanted to be like the big guy, just talking and being heard, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But still, you ain't gonna do all that, bro.
Yeah, so they was arguing about some dumb shit. Oh, let me see.
I'm in a big league. Right. Listen, let me say something. Right. I'm really rich. I'm not your rich. Right. What you look at is rich. Right. No. You get what I'm saying? I'm in a big league. Right. Big league. Right. Okay? Right. Don't play yourself. No, I would never play myself. Not for no clout. I would never play myself. Not for no clout. You never seen. You never in your life seen respect me in a big league.
Okay, so I don't even know. It was just a whole bunch of nothing to me. A whole bunch of nothing.
Just
a whole bunch of egos swinging around. But I did what I did catch though on the episode is that like at one point him and the other guy were trying to talk to the girls. And they were saying how, like, you know, it don't matter what a girl look like. They were saying, like, you know, you could be the baddest bitch. You could still be trash. Like, you know, a lot of the baddest bitches don't have nothing to offer intellectually, nothing like that. You can be a 4. You can be a 5. You can be a 6. I'm cool with that. And da-da-da-da-da. But, like, the thing is, like, it was just so, like, I mean, that was one of the things that I did get out of the episode that I listened to. But everything else was just so obnoxious. They were over talking each other. It was just so unorganized. And honestly, I feel like that episode, literally the first like maybe 5 minutes of it was them like fucking off in the background and just like a whole bunch of nothing. I'm like, y'all could have just edited this part out. Like, who the fuck engineered this shit? Like, ugh.
It was just a mess.
But the marketing mogul that OT Genasis is, like, you know, of course he capitalized off of it. So he got shirts that say big league and I'm really, really rich and all the other shit. So there's that. That was a cute little viral moment.
I'm not gonna.
He's always so funny to me. I love his personality.
Oh, I was cracking up when I seen that.
I can only name 2 songs, but other than that, like, you know, either way, I can. You know, I love his personality. You know, so I just always think it's kind of weird though when people just brag about how much money they have. Like him doing that reminded me of Masika. Masika loves to brag about I'm rich, I'm this, I'm that, I have this, I have that.
He did that. I'm rich, bitch. Like no, James, I'm rich.
But like you can, if you're really smart, you can see through the insecurities. You can really see through all that.
If I'm rich, I don't gotta tell you I'm rich, babe.
Masika can say all that bullshit, but she'll still be on fucking Zeus smacking up Hazel E. Like, girl, if you didn't have to be here, you would not be here.
Girl, seen a clip. They was outside. She called the police on them and everything because.
What's recent?
When they was on that Zeus thing, she ended up calling the police on Hazel because I think her earring got ripped out her ear when they were fighting, and she was bleeding. So she called the police and she was gonna press charges. But like she started the whole thing,
right? Like you were being crazy. But either way, like I'm like, you know, you brag about how rich you are, how well off you are. But if you didn't have to be in, if you didn't have to be on Zeus, if you didn't have to be on Love Hip Hop, you would not be on those shows. You wouldn't.
No.
You wouldn't have to fake a fucking what she do? She faked like a trafficking video of some kid. She faked some shit. Remember she was on TikTok and she faked the rape or some shit like that, or faked the sex trafficking thing. I'll show you. You can be like, oh shit, yeah. So remember she faked like some sex trafficking thing on TikTok or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
She need a fucking life.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all. But anywho, it was that, and it also reminds me of Natalie Nunn. Natalie Love, she loves bragging about how rich she is and how she runs it. Well, she don't say run LA no more, but how rich she is and how well off she is, how big her house is.
But again, you're on Zeus.
But sis, like you were on the Zeus network the other day, with like these fucking. You were on. Yo,
with bad girls that nobody even watches.
Natalie was on season 4. Why are you arguing with season 10, season 12 bitches? If you didn't have to be here, you wouldn't. So
nobody else in season 4.
You tell me how rich and well off you are. It's no. You making fucking BGC OnlyFans and shit. No, like you wouldn't have. You are not. No. So this shit you boasted about how rich you are. Like that's no. I've never seen Diddy do that.
Nope. And we know Diddy got coins.
Maybe in a song because he's rapping. I've never seen Jay-Z do that. Or maybe in a song because he's rapping.
That's different.
But not
that's
even
different.
now. I still, he'll probably rap about how much art he has or whatever the fuck he. But like it's, I've never seen Jay-Z.
They might say what Cartier they got or this or that, but that's what you know what I'm saying.
You rapping, but you'll never catch nobody like Jay-Z on a podcast. You know how I'm Jay-Z.
Because you don't gotta ask
Jay-Z.
Because you don't gotta ask Jay-Z or you don't gotta ask Diddy. We know you got coins. If I had that much coins, if I was a millionaire, billionaire, whatever,
you would never see rich. Diddy sit there and be like, I'm really rich though. I'm rich though.
You never have
I'm
to.
rich though. You will never see that. You'll never see him do that.
Nope.
So when niggas do shit like that, I'm like, you're not really rich.
Because they don't have to do that shit.
You may have a lot of money now. You're not rich on the inside. Your heart's not rich. Remember in church they were like, you have to be rich on the inside. Your heart has to be rich. Your heart isn't rich. You're still broke at heart. But anywho,
that's a real thing.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Why the fuck you break up with Malika? But anywho, so this is the thing. I really love Carrie Hilson, right?
Oh my god!
And like,
oh my god, bruh.
The thing is, I
wanted to slap her.
I hate how I really did hate how like the Beehive did her. Because literally, she stopped singing and making music. She stopped.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's it.
But like when she pops out and says certain things like the 5G towers and this and that about the remember during the virus, she like something about 5G towers.
Everybody's saying stuff like that.
It's just
about the towers and but she be sounding crazy.
That and then now this. So like I said before, I don't want to get too much into the Capitol Hill bullshit. If you saw the news, you know what happened. But Twitter has banned Trump from tweeting because of course he has been inciting bullshit. Mm-hmm. So he was banned from Twitter. I think Pinterest banned him. Reddit banned him.
Instagram and Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg owns it now.
Facebook banned him off of there too. And so Carrie Hilson thought it was a good time to say this.
Mark Zuckerberg.
So Carrie Hilson said this may be funny, but it is a little dangerous too. Take Trump out of it for a moment. A democracy must include freedom of speech. Imagine other leaders or popular figures not being able to voice their opinion if it opposes the majority or world leaders. Our freedom of speech being taken from us. Slowly but surely, censorship. If the leader of the free world, quote unquote, can be removed, imagine that same right of civilians. Imagine believing every time you read false information detected and propaganda, deceptive reports, and flat out lies being the only thing we see. So,
that bitch. She just, and I ain't even trying to be mean.
So this is the thing. I mean, for obvious reasons, I rolled my eyes. I'm like, Carrie, no, not no bullshit again, sis.
I didn't expect that from her though.
Sis, stop it, cut it out. But
freedom of speech.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are you talking? Like, sis, what? So I guess the Shade Room posted that, and people went in the comments, and so then she tried to clarify, saying she meant she was trying to. I tried to bookmark, but I don't know what happened to it. Maybe somebody deleted it. I don't know, but. She basically said, she has had friends that have gotten suspended or taken off of certain social media platforms because of what they say or what things they're trying to say or whatever the fuck. But the thing is, okay, I get that part, but don't choose this time to say that.
Yeah, this was not the right time.
You know what I'm saying?
At all.
This is not. But you saying this does not apply to what the fuck this fucking nigga Trump was doing. Nope. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't pick the right times for certain things.
Because it's plenty of other times you could have said some shit like this.
Yeah.
And it would have been fine, but bitch, nobody give a fuck.
She's like, take Trump out of it. Da 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 da. But okay, but then you take Trump out of it, why are you even saying it then? This has nothing to do with it. Because she screenshotted a post of Trump. You know how it says blocked or suspended on Trump's profile on Twitter? She screenshot that and then wrote her little post to put on her story.
Yeah.
But sis, don't use that as the basis. Are you saying take Trump out of it? You did take him out of it. You just fucking screenshot the
I saw somebody screenshot it and then put it on a cake and then took a picture of himself eating it and posted it. White dude, he was just like fucking that cake up. They made a whole cake.
That's right. Frame that shit. But don't be saying take Trump out of it and then fucking screenshot it and put your statement over top of it.
Yeah.
You didn't take him out of it. You're putting him in it.
He's in it at the end of the day.
So yeah,
that talking about
that
him
didn't go well with what you were saying, sis. So I'm just girl, Carrie, just make a song. Write something. Write a song.
Just write a song and sing it.
Or write it and have somebody else sing it.
I don't care.
You're good at that too.
Just do the music. Just stick to the music.
Because that's what I'm like, sis. Like, what the fuck?
But you don't know what you're doing. Just stick to the music. You're not a musician.
Why you do that, Carrie? It's just shit like that. Just
I said this to my best friend. My best friend love her, and she was like, "If she don't shut the fuck up," I was like, "Exactly." I was like, "But that's your girl, though."
This does not apply to what you were quote unquote talking about. But anywho, I just rolled my eyes at that. So next, real quick, do I want to say this? I don't know if I care.
I have one random topic, but I don't know. I don't even want to get into it a lot. I just wanted to say some things I didn't know about.
Okay, real quick though. Do I care about Bow Wow? Do I care about Bow Wow?
What about now? I want to know because you said Bow Wow.
Do I care?
Yes.
He because I saw the other day he gave props to Diddy. Bow Wow gave props to Diddy on how Diddy really keeps it positive with his family. He has a blended family because he has multiple mothers of his children or whatever, multiple baby mothers. But it seems so positive, because it always seems like a positive environment when it comes to him with the mothers. They all can hang out together at a family function or whatever. And he was saying he really admired that, and he really learned from that. And I think that that's cool because a lot of times when it comes with different baby mothers, sometimes it's disrespect and fighting and things like that. And a lot of times
it don't have to be like that.
It'd be the dude that allows the shit. From the woman to the other mother, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that when it comes to a blended family, just make sure everyone respects one another. I think it's very important for the man to not allow one to disrespect the other.
I agree 100% because like you said, a lot of times it is the man letting one woman disrespect the other woman, and it's and instead of nipping that shit in the bud, they're just letting you continue that shit. Shit. Why?
Right. Why is
London, she even allowed to do that?
London on the track letting Summer Walker fucking tweet shit about big mothers
the mother
and shit,
of his other kids.
But that happens because he lets it happen.
But why? Why?
And then you can tell that he sit there and be talking shit about her.
With her, and I have to tell my cousin that because he likes to talk about his baby mother in front of his daughter, and I'm like, don't do that. That's still her mother. At the end of the day, that she's the reason that you have this little girl and you love her to pieces, don't you guys? So shut the fuck up. Because why you talking shit about her? Without her, this girl wouldn't even be here. Right. She birthed her. Shut the fuck up.
Right, because a lot of the drama wouldn't happen if the nigga nip it in the bud right then and there.
That's what I'm saying. And in this situation,
that's some weak ass shit.
We don't even, as the family, we don't even talk about her. It's just him. But you don't do that. If you got something to say about her, you got something to say about her. But don't do that in front of your 5-year-old daughter. Right. That's some bullshit. Don't do that. And
men, don't talk shit about your girlfriend to other bitches either. That's some weak ass shit too.
That's some shit bitches.
Because honestly, when you sit there and you talk about people to other people, you're opening up that that window of criticism and that window of them being able to think it's comfortable enough. They're comfortable.
Why should you be discussing our relationship with another bitch? Why?
That's some bitch ass shit.
For what?
But niggas think they slick.
Niggas
think they slick because niggas try to use bitch ass niggas. At that, I'll say that bitch ass niggas try to use their drama with their current girl to get other bitches. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely fell victim to that. One more thing, and I can get to your little thing. One more thing. So homegirl, they call her Soho Karen.
Who the fuck is
So some white girl or some Puerto Rican girl, some 22-year-old accused some little black boy of stealing her phone. The father was there with the little boy. She accused the little boy of stealing her phone. And come to find out, she left the damn phone in the Uber. But she accused the little black boy of stealing her phone, and she was saying, "Oh, I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go. Give me my phone. Show me the screen. It's my phone." And she was grabbing the boy, touching him and shit. And niggas was like, "Ooh, if the mother was there, she would have fucked this. This bitch up."
God, do you understand? If that was my child, bitch, I'm gonna beat this. Why are you touching my child? I'm gonna beat your ass in this store, wherever the fuck we at. I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Don't ever.
But the father was going off. The father was like, "Excuse me, no, that's not your phone. Get off of him." The mother was there. Shoot, if the mother was there, it would have been over.
She would have whooped her ass.
Over.
And I wish she was there just for her to whip her ass.
And I think Gail interviewed her and was trying to tell her the same shit. But it was just some bullshit. It made the news and shit. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't like getting too much into this bullshit. Honestly, I don't. So I just wanted to say that to say, if that was me and my fucking child, I would have fucked that bitch up.
Period.
Anywho, go ahead. That's the last of my shit.
Okay.
You had something?
Yeah, one quick little.
What is it?
Okay.
I wonder what it's about.
Remember how last week it's in it. Remember last week about like the Black Eyed Peas situation?
Uh-huh.
It's something random like that.
Okay.
That's like kind of old.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's about remember Prince was married to that girl Mayte?
I don't know.
Okay, so you remember that show Hollywood Exes that came out? It was like R. Kelly's ex,
Kevin Hart's ex, and
was it? It was Will Smith ex.
Will Smith ex.
Like his oldest son
first baby mother. Okay.
Yeah, her Prince ex and like one or two other girls. I can't remember.
I think Tori Hart was on there. No,
I don't remember.
Okay,
I don't remember. However, so she met Prince at one of his concerts, and she was like 16. She's a dancer. So, her mom wanted her to be discovered, and so they tried to get Prince's attention, and he ended up telling somebody to send her a message or something saying like, oh, he wanted to get to know her or something like that. Mind you, Prince, it was like a 15-year difference in the age. Whatever. So I just didn't know how they met and everything. So it's this channel that I watch. I think you've seen it before. Me watching it, Black Femininity TV, and she posted like a story about it a few days ago. And so he ended up liking her. Obviously, saying he wanted to get to know her. She ended up dancing for him and things like that. But because her mom wanted her to be famous, her mom literally exploited her. But he agreed to let him be her guardian and let her move to. He was recording or living in like Wyoming, Ohio, one of them random ass states somewhere, and that's where he would record or whatever, or that's where he lived. I don't know. Anyway, she let Prince be her guardian. And she moved out there. So when she finally turned 18, he got her apartment. But she was still dancing with him on his tours and his videos, everything. When she finally turned 18, then that's when they started dating. When she was 20, they got married.
That's then when they started dating.
Yeah, then when they started dating, supposedly. She's 20. He's like 37 or some shit like that. They get married. They so in love and whatnot. Then she didn't know that all of a sudden he starts to be really controlling. Well, he would even be... I think he got more controlling once they got together, but I think he always was. She said that when she would come to rehearsal, if she would have on sweatpants, he would make that bitch change
to what, something more skimpy.
Yeah, and what else? He was very strict about her weight. Like one time, like if he would see her eating anything that had an ounce of sugar in it, he would go the fuck off. In their relationship, he was only allowed to call her on the phone. She could never call him. She had to wait around for him to call her.
Of course not.
And it was just weird. So then she got pregnant a few years later. And I remember, I've heard before that they had a child. But then when I watched Hollywood Exes, there was no child. So I'm like, okay. And then, so I remember she spoke about it a little bit. Like, the child is not here with us anymore. So apparently the child, when she was pregnant, the doctor said the child has symptoms of like dwarfism or something like that. And she should get test run for that. No, just get test run to see what the fuck is going on. And Prince he decided to become Jehovah's Witness. Say he don't believe in that, so she shouldn't do it. And she listened to his ass.
Shouldn't do what?
Shouldn't do those tests because they should just pray about it and let it be, and leave it in God's hands. She shouldn't do the test. So she listened to him and didn't get the test. All of a sudden, it wasn't dwarfism. It was Viper syndrome.
What's that?
Viper syndrome type 2. I forgot what the fuck it is, but pretty much the baby was born with genetic mutations, and the baby was born with like no eyelids and shit like this. It was like all this wild stuff, and it can be corrected with surgeries over time. But it was so many things wrong with the baby. But there was so much to do, the baby couldn't even handle it, and so they ended up just pulling the plug on the baby. Long story short, no. The baby she actually birthed the baby, had a C-section. They checked into a hospital under like alias names and everything, and she had the baby early with a C-section. However, the baby had all those genetic mutations, and he couldn't survive all those surgeries. So once the world already knew she was pregnant, they went on Oprah, did an interview and everything, and everybody knew that it was rumors that they had the baby, and there was rumors about the baby's health issues. And so they're like, yeah, we have a beautiful family. Like Prince told her, don't say shit about what really happened. They acted like everything's fine. He gave a tour of the nursery, all of that shit. He's like, yeah, I want like 10 more kids and all this, like just all this exaggeration. And I'm like, oh my God. And he told her she better not say shit about it. And she went into like this deep depression.
This is already after the baby
after they lost the right. Then she got pregnant again by him, and I think she miscarried like a year or two later. But I was just like, I didn't know Prince was this damn controlling, and like because she didn't get into when I watched Hollywood Exes, I watched that whole season, but she never got into like that was after. I want to say that was after he died. Oh no, was that before he died?
She
didn't get into all of that, but
what
it was just I didn't know all of this stuff that had occurred. That was it was just like
so they went on Oprah and showed the nursery and shit without knowing that the baby was gone already.
I guess they didn't. Well, yes, but they weren't going to. It was supposed to like so at that time the baby would have just been born or had just been born, so they weren't going to show the baby on camera. But they gave Oprah a tour of the nursery in the house, or he did. She didn't even give the tour; it was just him. But you could tell now knowing, looking at because it shows a clip of the interview, and you could tell you could see her like look down, kind of look away, and she would kind of go up. You could tell she wasn't like into that interview, but she was lying because he asked her to fucking lie. And I'm just like,
does he have any kids?
Ask her, no. Those were his kids, but they never made it. So now she's adopted a child. She has a daughter. Back on Hollywood Exes, she adopted.
Maybe something wrong with her.
Yeah, it is. It's something with her stuff down there, so she can't carry basically. So I remember on Hollywood Exes, she ended up adopting her daughter. She loves the pieces. Daughter's probably like a teenager now or something, but so she's happy now. But it's just like
that's sick.
I didn't know like the nerves who asked her to sit here and lie about or have to still talk about it, but then lie about
Hollywood
it
is sick.
after it just happened because you don't want everybody knowing your business. Like, come on now.
Did he get paid a lump sum for that interview or something? What was going on with that? Because the thing is, like, they never wanted to do a follow-up situation.
Because I remember they had, like, it was something about, like, these two, it was a set of twin nannies that he had for, like, the baby or something. And and they knew what were going on, obviously, but he paid them hush money not to say anything. And they said that in their hearts, they couldn't do that shit. And he ended up suing them because of a confidentiality agreement. And they weren't supposed to speak, and they did anyway because they said in their hearts they couldn't just sit there and keep lying like that.
Yeah, show me that.
I'll show it to you. Yeah, it was right on YouTube. It was it was like an 18-minute video.
I know Danny Lay used to dance with him when she was a teenager.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's how she got started. She actually choreographed with him too.
It's crazy. These Hollywood motherfuckers, they be liking these bitches so damn
But
young.
back in the day, that was common. Like
I know. Because my time was 16, and she looked like she was in her 20s though. She looked very grown because she was a belly dancer. So that's how she started out belly dancing. So and she was she
black?
No, she's like. I want to say she's Spanish or Latina. But, and she's very beautiful, very pretty. Yeah, she body, like, great ass body, everything. She can dance her ass off. And so Prince was like, I want her to work for me. But then they became best friends. And when she was like 16, they just clicked and became best friends. And then soon as she had 18, now we're dating.
So when it comes to pregnancies and stuff, that always scares me too. Because I do want to have kids. But, like, when they sense, like, complications with the baby during pregnancy, like if she did get those tests done, do you think the doctor would have endorsed an abortion, like preferred an abortion for her? Do you think that they would have suggested an abortion?
I don't think so because they said there were ways to correct it
while she was pregnant.
No. Like she had to have the baby. That's what she had the baby him early.
Can you look up Pfeiffer syndrome? Go ahead.
And then and then there was another thing. After the second pregnancy and having the miscarriage, she was still bleeding heavy after like a week or so.
Ooh.
So she had to get the lining. She had to get the lining removed from her stomach, and so that surgery. And Prince was nowhere to be found. He didn't support that shit.
Awful.
Because he was now Jehovah's Witness. He didn't believe in none of that, so he did not support her. Oh, she was alone during that shit.
I see pictures of it.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah.
That baby's born with no eyelids.
Yeah.
That is so fucking sad. But I do not like the way he handled it. I did not like that shit at all. And I just didn't know that all of that had occurred. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely show you the video when we finish. Child. I just think I could, as famous as I could be famous right now, but let me tell you something. I ain't looking for no damn 16-year-old child. I'm just not. That's weird. I don't care how grown they look. That's weird.
You said what?
That's weird.
Well, niggas don't care. Niggas are nasty.
I know, but it's just, I just didn't.
And women are nasty.
Because I really, I mean, you can't take Prince and his talent away. Prince is always just somebody I just loved as an artist. So to hear that all of this shit occurred, and I know, because at the time, I think when they got together, when they started dating, it was like 1990 or something like that. So we weren't even thought of yet. But it was just weird. I just didn't know if you knew about any of that either.
I never knew about that. But yeah, when it comes to stuff like, yeah, he probably, he was like, I just pray on it. Because, that should be real. Like, niggas be like, oh, nah, let's just pray on it. They don't want to believe the doctors and things like that.
Yeah, but that shit was too severe to be stuck on. I'm not trying to downplay praying. You should pray as well as get the surgery.
But you should still get the tests run, though.
Yeah, the test run. Like, still pray. Don't not pray. Still pray, but do what you need to do to make sure. Because the thing is, had they done those tests, maybe something could have been done early on.
Could have been some sort of like medication she could have taken.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been something could have been done maybe.
Ooh, Lord. And then also that reminds me of, because my aunt told me that her first child, my cousin, she said that, when she was pregnant with my cousin, the doctors told her, yeah, your daughter may have Down syndrome.
My brother was
showing signs of Down syndrome. And so the doctor was suggesting her to get an abortion. But the thing is, like, they ran all the tests. They ran all the tests or whatever. And, the doctor said, yeah, your baby's showing signs of Down syndrome or whatever. They were suggesting an abortion. And so that's when they were like saying, like, no, we don't want an abortion. Yeah. We want to pray on it. But you already got the test, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
But come to find out, she got done. Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to have it too.
Yeah.
He's fine. But still, I'd rather get those tests and know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Know what's going on. Like, if I can prepare myself for anything like that, just by knowing, I'm not trying to be blindsided by that. Mm-hmm. Like, I would want to know, and then go from there. But I don't think I'd abort my child for that. I would try to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It'd be hard, but I'm not gonna sit there and just abort my child because they got a disability.
Right.
But yeah.
Something like Down syndrome. I don't think that's like terminal either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I think I'm looking at Pfeiffer.
It's just a chromosomal.
I'm looking at Pfeiffer syndrome. Pfeiffer syndrome seems a little bit more
serious.
Intense, a little more serious. Yeah. But
I had never heard of it.
I'm looking at it right now.
And it was type 2 Pfeiffer syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's But anywho, yeah. Wow. You got some video after we go offline.
Yeah. I watched it yesterday. I was like, what the fuck?
But anywho, yeah. So that's all for the topics. Let's get into the shows real quick.
Yeah.
So they just announced the Malcolm and Marie movie coming on Netflix that's starring Zendaya and John David Washington.
Finest.
The movie that they filmed during quarantine, the height of quarantine. They filmed that. And it's secretly. So I can't wait for them to finally premiere that on Netflix on February 5th, or I think it's February 5th. And then also they show previews of Grownish coming on next week, I think.
I was just wondering about Grownish. I just saw, I don't even know what it was. It was something about Grownish. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Saweetie.
Random, and I was just
Sweetie's guest starring on it for 4 episodes.
She is. You did tell me that. Mm-hmm. I think I saw a picture from it or something like that, and I was like, well,
they showed a little scene of it. I hope it's good, because sometimes when these singers and rappers be acting, it don't be good. It don't be good, bruh.
Yeah, everybody's not meant to act. I get you're branching out, trying new things, but it ain't for everybody at the same time. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. And then lastly for me, I saw the movie Fatal starring Michael Ealy and Hilary Swank.
I need to watch it.
I watched it. It's actually
did you like it?
I didn't hate it. I love
me some Michael Ealy.
You know, they love saying, "Oh, the same movie 15 times" or whatever. But
it's still the way it's done as well.
Yeah, because Michael Ealy was in Intruder. He was an Intruder. He was a good guy in that. He was a husband in that. But then he was in The Perfect Guy. He was a bad guy in that.
Takers.
And then he was in. Oh, he sure was. But I'm saying like the same movie as in like the same like obsession movie or whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but yeah. So this movie, it had a little twist to it or whatever, and I think it was cool. Like I wasn't mad at it at all. I wasn't mad at it at all. They did a good job of what the premise was.
What you watching on?
I had to order it on Xfinity on demand. But Prime showed something about an early access. You had to still pay for that?
Yeah, you still gotta pay for that shit.
That's stupid. How much you gotta pay for?
I don't know.
How's it early access if you gotta pay for it still? That's stupid.
I'm not paying for that shit. I'm gonna find that shit.
Did you see it on your Prime though just now?
No, but I've seen that shit before though.
Yeah, with other movies. You still gotta pay?
Yeah.
What does early access mean then?
To watch it for everybody else, like
it's out
up there, but it'd be up there before.
That's stupid.
It'd be anywhere else. I'm a bitch. I'm gonna find that show on somewhere.
Yeah. Anywho, that's all for my stuff. For my music.
I only had like one thing.
Go ahead.
And what I'm talking about, I didn't even finish.
What?
I didn't even finish. Netflix has that show called Bridgerton.
What the fuck is that?
It is a show based in like the Victorian times, but like they have black people in it, and it's just. I've only seen one episode. I started it today, and it's just really nice to see black people in that kind of light. It really is.
What, like royalty?
Yeah, royalty, and like I love the fashion and everything. It started out with, you know how the men would go to like balls and things, and the men would like court the women to set them up for marriage and things like that. So that's how it started out, and it's all these royal families, but one of them, I guess the husband in the family, they didn't explain it. They didn't like go too much into it. If he just left or he's dead or whatever. But one of his distant cousins had came to stay with them, and she's a black girl, and like some of the girls are like jealous of her because everybody's like, "Oh, she's beautiful," and da da da. But she's a like fair skinned, like curly hair girl, but she a black girl, and all these white bitches is jealous of her, and I just love to see it. And it's this one lady. I forget what her name is. It's like some weird ass name. And like how nowadays we got like Shade Room and all these blogs. She sends letters out to when they go to balls, she sends her letter out, like Gossip Girl, some shit, like who she think looked the best and this and that. And it's this, I forget the girl's name. One of the royal families, like one of the daughter's names. She's a really pretty little white girl. She's real pretty, and that's who she thinks is like the best right now. The best thing out here. So between her and the black girl, right now, everybody thinks they're like the best looking bitches in town. But and the mothers of the daughters, they be gossiping like, "Oh, did you see such and such's daughter?" And I just love the tea. I just really like it. It got a little comedy to it. It got a little
Bridgerton. What's it called?
Bridgerton. Bridgerton. Okay. It just came out.
I still gotta watch Your Honor.
Your Honor is good.
I still gotta watch it.
It took me a minute when I first started it. It took me a minute to get into it because you know how stuff starts slow and I get impatient. But during episode 2, middle towards the end of episode 2, it'll pick up and it's like, oh shit, about to go down. But I ain't gonna talk about what part I didn't like. I'm gonna wait till you watch it. I ain't gonna talk about it.
But with Shameless, I'm really starting to. This is the last season. Like I told you how I'm gonna wait till the whole thing is done. I'm gonna binge it. But I watched another episode the other day, and I'm like, it's a good show. Like it's well written and
I think it's just time for it to be over.
Yeah, it's well written. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. Yeah,
I think it's just time. I'm gonna finish it once it's all over because I didn't finish it at this point. Yeah, it's time. You know, it's whatever. It had a long run. Yeah, very good show. I love that show, but it's time. Every show has its time.
I don't think I would mind. I love your nails. I don't think I would mind like a lip spin-off with his wife and his kid. I don't think I would mind that.
Oh my God, I love that white boy. I think he's
do too. I love him too.
I love his walk. Lip just cool as shit. I just love Lip. He's my fave. Him and Carl always been my fave. Carl is just violent. I love him. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, it's time for it to end because I'm kind of over it. Because it's not a bad. Oh, this is
You want to know who stole his CD?
Y'all watching Martin in the background.
It's the episode when he think they stole his CD player.
But yeah, I'm kind of over it. Like I said, it's still well written. It's a good show. It's well written. Great actors. But it's just it's time.
It's just time for it to be over.
I'm over it.
All shows have their runs and they good seasons, good episodes, good years. But it's just time now. Yeah, everybody's grown up and shit. Like yeah.
Anywho,
that's a show I would rewatch though. I will watch that over.
The Fiona ones I will watch over.
That's what I mean. Like all the old ass seasons, I will rewatch that. That shit is hilarious. Yeah. I would definitely rewatch that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really have any music. I have one thing though. I went and listened to some old Van Jess songs, and I added the song "Slow Down" to my personal playlist. That's all I got for the music segment. Honestly, I don't really have anything to talk about when it comes to music.
Only thing for me is that Jasmine Sullivan album.
Oh yeah, bitch! I heard the Ari Lennox song, but I'm gonna go back and listen to the whole thing. Only heard the Ari Lennox because it was trending that one time, and then also, girl, if y'all listen to the show, y'all know that I can't really listen to R&B albums too long because I get emotional. And Jasmine Sullivan, her voice makes me so emotional.
She can take you there. She can take you there.
It made me so emotional.
That's one of my favorite genres.
And I heard that Anderson .Paak said some colorist shit in one of the songs or some shit like that. So
Oh
Yeah, so.
I do remember the Anderson .Paak. It was a pretty good song.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But I heard he said some color
and I like
colorist
Anderson .Paak
shit in it. So I don't know. But anywho, I'll listen to it later and I'll let y'all know next episode. All right. So that's all for you.
That's all for my music.
All right, y'all. Remember, we are available on all podcast streaming platforms. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Heard the Podcast. It's HERD the Podcast. Type us in HER''D in YouTube and subscribe. And yeah. Thank you. Bye.